Welcome back to Surrendered. My name is Rachel Kimani, and I'm happy that we're doing this with you once again. It is by the grace of God. It's about our lives. It's about how we can walk light. It's about how we can easily surrender all those things that bother us to God. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, most welcome. Just like the video, comment, subscribe, and you share it with people. Today, I want to talk to you about take a break or you will break down. Take a break or break down. Why do cars break down on the road? I don't know, sometimes lack of fuel, sometimes maybe motorists have not gone for service, sometimes somebody who is careless and they're behind another motorist, they came and decided they will knock them. Sometimes it could be a driver who is not in full control of their faculties. Maybe they took alcohol and their vision on the road was not okay. But that's not the point. The point I am trying to bring is if you have been on the road and you found a car that had broken down, it has inconvenienced a whole convoy of motor vehicles behind. We have been caught off guard. And you have seen maybe a friend, if you're not the one, and the only time they have rested, it's because they became unwell. And the doctor recommended that they get admitted in hospital. I mean, the common one is you have gone to see a doctor, you're feeling sick, the doctor goes through your whole body system, he's not telling you a lot, and then tells you, go home and rest. But you were feeling pain, and you wonder what sort of a doctor tells you to go home and rest. But it's because the doctor has realized you're not sick. You have been overworking yourself. You have not given yourself even good time. You have not even given yourself self-care. You have not loved yourself enough to break away from the things that have kept you so busy until you have to break down. Some people have been made to relax and to be at home because their legs refuse to move. For instance, I've been with my son here. Okay, he has gone and he has a bandage on his right leg, I think. Yeah, the foot, and he's a sports person. Man, if there is somebody who reminds me that I may not be as committed to my life goals, it is Joe, because if he's going for his favorite sports, come rain, come sunshine, come whatever, he will go. In fact, even on Sundays, he will make sure when he has come to church, he has his bag with him. And I think that is partly quite a challenge to you and to me if we are these people who just are on and off. Him is not on and off. And why am I talking about take a break or break down? And I'm using him as an example because one of the days when he was doing basketball, he sprained his foot and we couldn't believe he was at home for maybe 2 or 3 weeks. That's unlike him. One of the Sundays when he thought it was okay, he left church and he said, I'm just going to watch. Well, he went and he came back in more pain. What is the one thing that has denied you the liberty of loving yourself sufficiently enough to take a break from it? That same thing that has denied you the liberty to decide to be away, that is bondage. That is enslaving you. And that has become your idol. And many times you will find yourself in a place of regret because you simply thought life cannot continue without you. Is it work? Ask for permission. Sometimes it is your insecurity that will make you work from January to December because you're afraid that if you go away, another better employee will be doing what you normally do when you are on break. God created us and He created this world in 6 days, and in the 7th day, guess what? God rested. And we are not God. If God rested and He said everything He created was beautiful, including you, He has a purpose, He has a plan for you, and His plan through you cannot be accomplished when you're sick day in, day out. And I'm not talking about, sicknesses that have nothing to do with fatigue, being overwhelmed. I'm talking about if you are in that, season of your life, you have to sit down because you sprained, like my son here. then you need to ask yourself, when can I give my body rest? When can I give myself rest? Even to sit down and focus and meditate and pray, and maybe spend time with the people that you are away from when you're forever away from them. And one of the advantages of taking a break is you will be refreshed and you will renew your own strength. I want to encourage you, no matter how many hours you take and you say you cannot take rest, at one time or the other, something will make you to take a rest. Something will cause you to take a break. Don't wait until you become so fatigued that everybody's running away from you. Did you know that when you're overly tired, nobody wants to be around you? Because you will be either griping, whining, or you're not even happy. You don't look happy, and somebody can tell something is disturbing you. When you're overly tired, you can be anxious, and this anxiety can cause, immeasurable stress. Trust me, this stress, if you don't take care of it, it can depress you. And when you're depressed, you'll start dealing with other things which you do not need. Now, I need you to realize, when God created you, He knew you're physical and you needed to rest. And in fact, you need the rest so much because you have worked from Monday till Saturday. You even need a Sabbath in order for you to get that moment, that short moment to go and have time with God. So please just remember, if you don't take a break, you will break. Life will cause you to break. If it is work, take a break. Don't take a break from your family. No, don't say. She said, if your husband is making you tired, take a break from him. No. If your children are making you tired, those are not the breaks I'm talking about. You probably need to go and take a break outside in order for you to sort out what is disturbing you at home. If you're finding conflicts left, right, and center, then you need to look from within. And how do you look from within? Again and again, pray. Talk to God about your situation. Talk to God about the season you are in. Because if you don't, people will start describing you from how you react to them when you're with them. So take a break. It is good for you. It is good for the people who are around you. It is good for the career that you care for so much. It is good for the friendship that you're looking out for. Nobody really wants a friend who is forever tired. And I'll leave you with a Bible verse in Matthew chapter 11 and verse 28. Jesus said this because he knows we don't take breaks. Come unto me, you who are heavily laden, and I will give you rest. Perhaps you're looking at me and you're just thinking of the physical rest. There's another rest. It's called a spiritual break. If you feel tired of this life, even taking the physical break that Rachel is talking about will not do you any good. Jesus is the center of our life, and he can give you rest. If you're feeling hopeless and you don't know what is left for you, you can take rest that comes from Jesus. If your relationships are in shambles and nothing is working out, Jesus calls you to get rest from him. Is it your family and you're feeling you have come to the end of your rope? You don't know what to do. Apart from using common sense to communicate and to be nice to your family members, take your family to Jesus. He can give you rest. Is it your children? You keep on wishing you could have been given other children. You can't be given other children. Those are the ones you have. Those are the ones you take to the Lord because you say, come to me and I will give you rest. Whatever is disturbing your mind, apart from the physical rest, you need the rest that comes from the Lord Jesus himself. So I welcome you. Go to Jesus. He gives you rest. His burden is light and his yoke is easy. And I just want to leave you still reminding you that God cares about you. Keep on remembering that He's for you and He's for your relationships when you continue surrendering them to Him. As for now, it's a bye-bye and I love you.